Anthony with all the things here. We're searching for a game. We're gonna try to do some Overwatch. I was gonna start streaming this, but decided that my comp was not quite good enough. Running an i5, I believe it's a 4440. It's got 3.02 gigahertz. Wasn't quite enough to do the actual streaming. I mean, it was, but it wasn't coming out as good as quality as I wanted. The bitrate was just too low. I didn't like where it was heading, and decided to scoot back to just doing video again. I just It just looks better. That's really all it is. That's all I can say about it. So we're gonna go and see what it's like just to kind of go in here with the video again. It's basically a setup video that you get to join the journey on. I'm looking at my sprays and stuff.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
This thing's pretty loud still. I think I should leave it like that and then change the setting as needed. You didn't see this. Maybe not.
One shot, one kill.
And there's all sorts of other things. I was having to use a different screen than I wanted to. It just whoa, hey. Alright, well.
Here I am.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Here we go.
Contact. You're in the area.
Where are we going?
This bomb's for you.
Alright, now get to the real game. That was gonna be a cool move right there. I kind of blew myself backwards to try to get away from the Symmetra. I feel like she's just basically the meta. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snipe the shit out of her. And we'll see how that goes. The music sounds a little loud. I'll do it a wee bit lower for put about half. We'll see how that goes. No tank heroes. You know, honestly, with what feels like the current meta, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. If it becomes a big issue, I'm gonna change the Roadhog. He's my comfort pick right now in terms of the tanks, and we'll play from there. But for now, I really don't feel like we're gonna have that big of an issue. We'll see what comes of me playing this. This thing's crazy looking. We don't like this. Alrighty, getting set up here. I actually don't really like this position too much. Gibraltar. Alright, let's see. I just feel like there's gonna be some coming from the backside. Oh. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, snipe. Oh, that's what happens when you miss. I do not remember where there's health in this map. Newer map. Oh god. Get some health. There's really not that much health. What's going on here? Did she die that quick? Just put some that, get some poison going. Start killing people here pretty quick.
No one can hide from my sight.
Heals, please. I don't think their Sombra knows how to properly use the shield of Reinhardt. She keeps going in front of it, which isn't the worst thing for her to do, but eventually it's gonna get her killed. Man, I got sniped. I do believe I got Pharaoh just now. That's how that went down. I wonder how this. Oh, this is a pretty good spot. I'm gonna go ahead and go back up this way. Whoa, 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 hey, hey, oh, hey. There's a lot of steps happening. Why are you so forward without anyone with you? That was weird. I guess what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about streaming as well, since I was kind of on that subject already. And what it really takes to actually stream with a nice device. I'll kind of break out what I have. I have an i5 4440. It's got a 3.02 gigahertz base speed, basically a 8 gigabytes DDR3. I got 750 GDI GT, something in there. So not the newest stuff, but at the same time, not the worst stuff either. So when I found out that when I was recording, it really wasn't that good. I tried to go at the bitrate that I want to, around 2500, and it just wouldn't work. I had to go down to about around like 1800 to make it worth it. And I kind of lost because I think we were about to win the game here if we stick to it. Anyway, so I found out on 6 gigabytes DDR3 was what I needed. That was like capping my system basically. When I would look at my performance, it would show right around 6 at that point. Once again, if you have DDR5, I don't think to be that big of an issue. I feel like if you even had like 4, you might be able to get away with it. With the 5, just the bus rate was a little low and it needed a little more help. And that was okay, like, to deal with, because it had enough. Like, I could do other stuff while it was going on, so it wasn't that big a deal. I'm using OBS Studio 7, the newest version 17, so that's not the big a deal. That was a good game. But what I really found, what was capping me the worst, and I'll kind of talk about upload speed here in a minute, but what killed me the most was probably my processor. Every time I'd go look on there when I was trying to do the biggest, I would do like OpenCL equals true. I was trying to really get a lot of processing out of it. It just wouldn't keep up. I'd cap around. I'd have to go to the ultra fast, which is like the highest. Like basically the lowest quality setting on. The lowest quality setting on OBS, and then I had to go to I had 1800 was what the bitrate I could get, and that was solid. It was okay, but at the end of the day, every time I rewatched one of the videos to see what it was looking like, it just wasn't. It just wasn't good. I didn't. It didn't look good. That's all. I just didn't like it. So at the end of the day, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and go back to just making videos, and then at the end of the day, or maybe after a while, if I decide that it's actually working out, or I want to keep enjoying myself, like this be my outlet, I'll probably get a better comp, use this as like a gaming comp, and then get a streaming comp that's a little better than this, and run that way, do a dual setup. I think that'd be the best route to go to get maximum productivity out of it, and at that same point, like that's kind of what you really need. You don't need it. Like if you want to stream and you don't care about it being kind of bit like with bits and stuff, I would totally say go for it. Don't let anyone stop you. Do something you want to do. I just felt based on the quality that I'd given already, based on like my videos. I do 1080p on my videos without really even trying. Like that's just what I do. I don't. It doesn't take. You'll be amazed what you can do with a video versus streaming, and how much you can get away with in the video to get done. And then as soon as you try to stream, how much poor the quality is, because in a video you're just recording it. You're not actually like feeding it anywhere. And I even went on YouTube Gaming. I changed all my resolutions, my bit rate to what it'd work. I took everything down to 30 frames per second, which is another thing. I was playing at 30 frames per second instead of the 60 that I've been doing like 1080p 60 at. That was sad too. And like I said, like it just didn't look that good, and it's not why I joined to do this. It's like you kind of get on that hype train. You want to make money or something, and you start trying to do things that you just don't have the capabilities for, and then things just cause problems. It's just like you're not getting what you want out of it. It's not looking that good, and then you really decide to yourself what you want, which is kind of jumping another thing, like the idea of happiness. Like, what do you want out of life, kind of deal. I do this just for basically for the fun, just to kind of enjoy myself, just to do something different. I like these games, and I decided to say, well, if I'm gonna play games, the least I can do is, find something, learn about it. So I decided to learn how to do video editing, graphic design, all that kind of stuff. Still need to work a lot on my thumbnails, because that's hard to do thumbnails. You gotta be good at with photo editor and stuff, and I'm just not that good. So give it time. I'm sure I'll start doing a lot better. But this is kind of cool. Once again, just kind of explanation of what you really. I'm probably gonna put it on in the video description too, like what it felt like I really needed to do streaming, and it really did feel like I needed something like almost a dedicated streaming PC with at least like an i7, I'd say 4 to 6 gigs of DDR5. A 900 series GeForce would probably be preferred. I'd say that'd be suggested to not have a problem. And that's kind of it. We're gonna kind of jump into the game here. Someone killed the Bastion, and he's sitting up in the corner up there on the backside. And yeah, I'm playing Zenyatta right now. I like Zenyatta a lot. For those of you who are just kind of watching me randomly, Zenyatta is like a support hero, but at the same time has a lot of has a lot of offensive capabilities, like to say the very least about them. You have these orbs. One is Orb of Discord and one is Orb of Healing. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Holy cow. And man, I was getting wrecked. And then he also shoots out these orbs at people, and the left click is shooting one at a time, and the right click you can basically power up a bunch of them at the same time and shoot them out. Xena is really good for double heal comps when you have two healers, or like the 2-2-2 comp when you have two healers, two damage dealers, and then two tanks all at once. That seemed to be my best, what I found the best to be the best combo for it. I've seen other people use it, but at the same time, it's like, man, we're just getting destroyed. Anyway, I like him a lot. I think I'm actually going to switch here because it's not doing anything for me. I'm going to go to Lucio. Because I think we need some area of effect healing right now. I just don't, yeah. And this is how you play Lucio on this map. Yeah, I like Lucio a lot more. This area effect healing, and he also does like movement speed. The gun's a little more not quite as useful, but at the same time I still feel he gets a lot done, and he heals himself a little faster. I feel it just seems like he's a better, basically like the single most overpowered character in the game right now, to be perfectly honest. Because this is a point one. I'm basically just sitting here on the point doing nothing and just chilling. And I totally walked into that ult. I need to get back there quickly. That's a bummer. But that's the beautiful part. I have movement speed, so we can really get in here and move. And I'm already back in here, just rolling. Oh, I was an inch away from to have my ult. That sucks. We might lose this game because of that. We might actually lose because of that. As soon as we get in there, I'm going to pop this ult and we're just going to destroy it all. Yeah, this is going to be the way to go. That's how you win as Lucio. And see, this is coming at, I'm only using 40% of my CPU right now instead of I was popping like 90%, and I'm at 60 frames per second, and everything looks good, and it feels good. It just looks a lot better. It just the whole feel of making videos versus not just feels better. So that's funny. What's this? That's kind of cool. There's always basketballs in here. But it is kind of cool. Like I kind of like this spaceship a lot, actually. It's kind of fancy to have. There's probably other spaces everywhere too. This is another good one for Lucio. Like this whole setup is based on, like, this is Lucio's setup basically. Oh, don't kill me. How we doing here? All right. Come here for healing. Very good. Oh. That's always interesting to see an offensive Bastion. That means they're kind of like, that's not a bad thing to do, but it's not a great thing to do. Like, that's what you do for like when you're on. It's a good thing when you're on the offense, because you can plant them on the space or near it. This is a bad idea. Oh. The Sombra's a good pick right now because we definitely need those quicker. We're gonna just do is pop this now and just make sure we get this point back. What happened there? Ooh. And Ana trying to be cute. I don't know what they're trying to do here because there's no way they're gonna. As long as I'm on this thing, they aren't gonna push it. I still don't get what they're doing here. You know what? One thing I have been doing is pushing people. That is kind of weird. I haven't really thought of that, but honestly, on this map, it's not really something that I'm too caring about because there's nowhere really to like. Man, when you're getting destroyed, you're getting destroyed. All right. This is a good start. We're kind of jumping in here. Winston, come here, Winston. Don't run away. I'm here. Come get heals in the center. Okay, so we have our ult. So basically, we're just waiting for that to. We're just basically waiting for them to do their last big push. Watch out, Bastion's back. He's gonna start sitting over there. Oh, don't die. And that's how you win. Good job, guys. Nice. Or gals. Choo-choo. Alrighty. That was pretty fun. 25 minutes. I'm actually gonna leave this game. And I'm gonna call it good for this one. I might put a face cam on these coming up pretty soon because I feel like that'd be cooler. And like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions about my attempting the stream experience, go ahead and shoot me a comment down in the description. If you don't want to do that, I have a Twitter. You can do that at the things all of. I also have a Facebook page, all of the things. Anyway, you want to reach out to me because it definitely was an interesting experience, and there's definitely reasons why I would say to do it or not to do it. In any way I can help, I would totally love to. Anyway, it's been Anthony with all the things. You guys, see you later.